else.
Don't be.
Good.
Okay, everyone regroup. Spike's nerd.
My bad.
Okay.
Auditions are very nerve-wracking. Picture this. A huge college campus filled with about 600 high school students, all walking around. And they all want the exact same thing that you want. Acceptance into the North Carolina High School Honors Course. Now there are 3 other audition sites, and they all have hundreds of other students auditioning too, all going for a spot in this choir. Your heart beats so fast that you begin to have concern about getting, possibly, a heart attack. Well, sit back, don't relax, and listen to your heart beat fast as shit as I let you in on one of the most memorable experiences of my life. It was freshman year of high school. I was accepted into the North Carolina Middle School Honors Course. There was nothing more that I wanted than to get into the High School Honors Course. Miss E was our teacher. We called her that because her name was Mrs. Earnhardt, and I personally hate NASCAR. Well, Miss E, I know that you usually don't let freshmen audition for this North Carolina Honors Course, but is there any way that you'd make an exception for me? I guess that's okay. Not to bring you down or anything, but you probably won't get in. What a bitch! Well, there are about 1,500 high school students from across the state that audition to get in this choir, and they only accept 120, and you're just a freshman. The audition process is very intense. You must dress to impress, you have to sing a prepared piece, and you are judged upon diction, tonality, and knowledge of notes. But the most difficult part is that of sight singing. Now, sight singing, for those of you who don't know much about music, is when you're given a sheet of paper with lines on it, and it's little dots that are filled on each lines or in the space, and they play the first note for you on the piano, and you have to sing the rest of it back to them on solfege. For example, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, mi, sol, mi, do. That kind of stuff. Well, alright, I get it. Most of y'all don't know what the hell I just did, but it's hard. Almost impossible if you've never done it before. Well, I went into the audition knowing I wouldn't get it, and hardly had any nerves. Turns out, on the night of our first Glenn High School concert, thank you everyone for coming to hear all of our hard work that we had. Before we get started, I have a very special announcement. We have 3 students here from Glenn High School that made the North Carolina High School Honors Course out of the 14 that auditioned. And we have 3. Well, congratulations to E.J. Mitchell and Sean Moore. This year, for the first time in the history of Glenn High School, we had a freshman make it. Congratulations, Aaron Reel. You proved me wrong. Hell yeah, I did. When I went to the first choir rehearsal and heard the first sound come out of that North Carolina High School Honors Chorus, I had chills all over my body. It sounds like Jesus' angels singing from heaven. Now, we practiced 20 hours over a 3-day period. And we performed for a huge audience in the Stevens Center in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And at the performance, they recognized all of the students who had participated in the North Carolina Honors Course for 3 years. There were 16 of them. Then out of those 16, they announced 2 that have made it all 4 years. What an amazing experience that must have been in recognition. I immediately started to strive. That was my high school goal. Well, it was now sophomore year. Nerves started building in me because I heard the amazing sound that this choir produces. And I had to be a part of it again. Well, I auditioned for it, and guess what? I got it. Junior year was very, very intense. I knew if I made it again, that I would get recognized with this performance. I would be one of those possibly 16 people. And for the students that have participated in the North Carolina High School Honors Course for 3 years are da-da-da, and da-da-da, and Aaron Reel, and da-da-da-da-da, and 9 other names were called. But I tuned their names out. I was way too busy basking in glory in the front of that stage. Well, senior year rolled around. There was way too much pressure. I did everything to prepare. No milk or soda for 2 weeks, only water. Because you don't want anything to get in your throat. Well, I had the piece so memorized that I could sing it frontwards and backwards. I practiced so much on sight singing that there was no way that I wouldn't get it. And everything that I've been preparing for relies on this one 5-minute audition. And then all of a sudden I started having stomach pains. Nerves! Well, the 2 hours leading up to the audition are the most nerve-wracking. Every breath I breathed felt like I was going to puke. Well, drinking water helps with it, is what I was told. So I drank water, and lots of water. It was now 36 minutes until my audition, and I had to piss. So I ran to the bathroom. Okay, third stall on the right, and I closed the door. What can I say? I'm a shy guy. And I pissed. And pissed. And pissed. And pissed. It was one of those really long 5-minute pieces that just doesn't seem like it's going to stop. And just at the end, when I was trying to squeeze every last drop out, I shit my pants. The North Carolina High School Honors Course audition literally made me shit my pants. It scared the shit out of me. And it was all liquid. So, what do? What do? You take the boxers off, throw them in the trash, and you keep going. And guess what? That audition, I rocked the shit out of it. Pun intended. And I made it for the 4th year in a row. I was the only one in Forsyth County to have ever made North Carolina High School Honors Course for 4 years. I received a $30,000 scholarship to attend Wingate University, but turned it down to come here to UNC Wonderful. Seaport! And I've never been so proud to have shit my pants. And because of it, I achieved the most important goal of my high school career.